Module 3, Getting Support for Your Work. In this module, we will discuss the 4 ways to attract more people to contribute to your organization: aligning values, tapping into multiple motivations, investing in relationships, and asking for feedback. People choose to contribute to a project because it aligns with their values. This is true if you are asking them to contribute their time, their skills, or their money. This is why it is important to spend time writing your mission and vision statement for your organization, because they are typically the first introduction new people will have to your work. You want people to be able to see contributing to your organization as a way for them to live their values and help create a better future. You want them to feel inspired to be part of something bigger than themselves and join a community of changemakers. If someone's values are not aligned with your organization, it will be difficult to encourage them to contribute. It is recommended that you spend time trying to determine if there is a value alignment with potential staff, volunteers, and funders. When values align, long-term partnership is possible. When values do not align, it is better to search for other people to engage in your work. Values are not the only reason that people will contribute to an organization, but they are often the primary motivator for someone to donate money. Volunteers may have some additional motivations. Sometimes, volunteers are motivated to contribute for social reasons. For example, a volunteer at your organization might find it easy to recruit their friend to volunteer as well because they like spending time together. They may also be motivated to contribute because they want to learn, gain experience, or acquire a new skill set. For example, if you are teaching gardening to children, an adult might want to volunteer because they also want to learn new gardening techniques. Finally, volunteers might want to join an organization to access new contacts and networks. Often, board members join an NGO or company because they want to expand their professional network. It is important to understand what motivates your volunteers, because this will help keep them engaged. People are not always motivated to volunteer in the same ways they are motivated at work, so you need to spend time getting to know each of your volunteers, not just their resumes. A strong volunteer program will include a variety of different opportunities to make sure it is tapping into multiple volunteer motivations. Volunteers, as well as staff, are more likely to stay at an organization if it provides opportunities for leadership development. Make sure to clearly outline for people the paths that they can take to move up in leadership and take on more responsibility. The third way to attract people to your organization is by building and maintaining relationships. It is through relationships that we build trust. And when times get tough, relationships are the glue that holds everything together. It is particularly important to build relationships with people who are donating to the organization or volunteering. Often, funders will fund a project because of the relationship that they have built with the project leader. If they trust you and believe in your vision, they are more likely to find ways to fund your work. Similarly, volunteers are more likely to stay committed to an organization because of the relationships they have built with other volunteers and the organization's staff. You can tell if a volunteer program is strong by how frequently the volunteers spend time together outside of volunteering. You can encourage this by hosting fun events like birthday celebrations or group dinners. These events can also be a way to encourage current donors and volunteers to invite their friends to participate and learn about your organization. The best recruitment is done by people who already believe in your mission and contribute to your organization. The last way to attract people to your organization is by asking your current volunteers and donors for feedback. As leaders, you are not expected to have all of the answers, but you are expected to ask good questions and listen. A best practice in retaining volunteers is conducting a stay interview with them. During the interview, you can ask questions like, what do you look forward to when you come to volunteer each day? What would make your position more satisfying? What talents do you have that are not being used in your current role? And what might tempt you to leave? These questions can help you learn what is working well and where you can improve the volunteer experience. It also helps you support a volunteer to make changes to their position in order to be motivated to stay. You can have similar conversations with your donors. You can ask questions like, what values draw you to support our organization? How can we best communicate with you so you feel informed and engaged? What other ways might you want to engage with our organization? Is there anyone you know who you think should know about our work but doesn't already? In order to attract and retain contributors to your organization, remember to 1. Focus on people whose values align with yours. 2. Provide multiple opportunities for engagement that tap into different motivations. 3. Invest in building strong relationships. And 4. Ask for feedback. As you continue to develop your community projects and organizational programs, make sure to revisit your mission, vision, strategies, and your map of inputs and impacts each year. Since the context in which we work is constantly changing, it is important to adapt to keep our projects relevant for the people we are serving. Consider involving your volunteers and donors in these annual assessments. This will increase their support and dedication to your work because their perspectives and insights are valued.